You know that feeling you get every year in January? Don't you just hate it? All your favorite YouTubers checking out all those crazy cool guitars that you would love to own but you can't afford? Here's my top 5 list of guitars that made me hate NAMM 2020. Okay, first on my list is the Epiphone Les Paul Muse in Purple Passion. It's a modern style Les Paul with a very thin body. How thin? I don't know, because they only describe it as thin rim in the specifications. I have another single cut style guitar, a modern one. It's a Charvel DS1 Distortion Pro Stock in metallic red. It has a body thickness at the edge of 38 millimeters. I have an Epiphone Les Paul Ultra with a body thickness of 48 millimeters. The Muse carries a typical Les Paul neck, 24 3/4 of an inch scale length, 22 frets and 12-inch radius, whereas the Charvel carries a 24 fret neck. It's a compound radius from 12 to 16 inches. And it's a more Fender style scale length of 25.5 inch. The Charvel has the classic combo of pickups from Seymour Duncan with a JB and a 59, whereas the Muse has Epiphone's own humbuckers, Alnico Classic Pros. They are the same ones as in the Lizzie Hale Explorer, which sound phenomenal, so I bet they're good in the Muse also. The Muse has some modern features. It has a coil split and it has a phase shift. I have a gold Charvel also, which I have modded with push-pulls on the volumes for not for coil split, but for series parallel. The second guitar that makes me hate NAMM 2020 is the ESP Eclipse 87. It's a Tele-style shred machine. Back in 2015, my friend had one of the original ones. The original ones carried a Jackson-style lawsuit headstock, just like this M-1 Deluxe that I have here. By the way, the Deluxe is from back when ESP was supplying Kramer with parts. I have a video with all my Kramers where this one is featured also. You can see it up in the cards and the link in the description. The original Eclipse featured 2 ESP humbuckers, whereas the new one has Seymour Duncan JB59, and I think that's a good trade. It also has a Floyd Rose 1000, whereas the old one had the Sinclair system. I'm not a big fan of the Sinclair system that I also have on this one. Maybe it's because it's old, but I can't get it to stay in tune, so might swap this one day. The Eclipse is a neck-through guitar, both the original and the reissue. This one is a bolt-on. The third guitar on my list that makes me hate NAMM 2020 is the Jackson Pro Series Soloist SL3M in Rainbow Crackle. I love crackle guitars, and I have this Charvel Fusion Deluxe in Desert Crackle. Back in the days, Jackson and Charvel the imports use their own brand of pickups, and the J90 is awesome. They also used Shallow back then, branded with Jackson. Today, even if it's a Chinese guitar, the Soloist has a Floyd Rose 1000 and Seymour Duncan pickups. Bridge pickup, which is arguably the most important pickup, is a Distortion. It's a neck through like a Soloist should be. The next guitar on my list that makes me hate NAMM 2020 is maybe one of the most anticipated reissues lately. For me, at least, it is. It is the Fender HM Strat. I have an original one in Raspberry, and it's an awesome guitar. I would love to test it against the new one. There is a few differences on the new one. First of all, it has different pickups. it has Fender HM pickups. The old one had Fender American single coils, and then it had a DiMarzio Super 3 in the bridge position. Mine is modded with a Seymour Duncan full shred. I will get a Super 3 back in there. Another difference is the tremolo, or as it should be called, the vibrato. The original had the Killer Spider system, which is a very good licensed Floyd Rose. The new one has the Floyd Rose Special, and in the price category it is, I cannot understand why they didn't put in at least a Floyd Rose 1000. I think they're cheaping out on us. Last on my list of guitars that make me hate NAMM 2020 is the Steve I signature, the PIA in Panther Pink. I already have a Steve I signature. I have the Gem 777 30th anniversary in shocking pink. The new model has quite a few changes from the original Gem series. It has new contours around the edges, makes it more soft. It has a new grip. It's no longer the monkey grip. It's a new petal grip, or whatever they call it. It also has some new blossom inlays, whereas this one has the disappearing pyramids, and they have also used the Tree of Life quite a few times. I used to have the original 777 from back in '87. That one was born with 2 PAF Pros and a Gem single coil. This one has the Evolution pickups all the way through, whereas the new one comes with new Utopia pickups. Highlights on the new Ibanez PIA is the stainless steel frets, it's the luminlay side dots, and a magnetic back cover for easy access. Not every year is as bad as 2020. Last year, back in 2019, I was lucky enough to get this one, the Epiphone Lizzie Hale Explorer, which I of course saw first time at NAMM. 3 years ago, back in 2017, Ibanez released the 30th anniversary model of the Gem 777. As I had one of the originals and unfortunately sold it, I wanted one, so I got one. So maybe it's every second year for me, so maybe 2021 will be a good year for me. And now for the 5 run-ups that could have made it on the list that are almost as cool as the 5 on my list. That is first, the ESP M-1 87, the Jackson Pro Series Dinky DK2 in neon pink. Next one is a tie between the Kramer Jersey Star, the Richie Sambora model, and the Vivian Campbell model, the Nightswan. The whole lineup at Epiphone this year was very exciting, and the Epiphone Les Paul Custom in ebony almost made the list. Last of the runner-ups is the Charvel Satchel Signature in purple Bengal. Before we hear my guitars, I want to know, did any of the guitars on my list make you hate NAMM 2020? If so, which ones? And what does your top 5 look like? Please comment below. I've linked to all the guitars in the description. If you like this video, you should press like below and share it. And if you want to see more of this kind of content, you should subscribe and ring the notification bell to get all the updates. Thank you. Let's hear some wanging along this awesome backing track that I have borrowed from NAMM Creation. Link to the original track at the YouTube channel below. You should go check it out. There are loads of cool backing tracks.